This just opened a very interesting door for the Dallas Stars as they navigate a completely crazy offseason full of possible re-signings, possible trades, as GM Jim Nill has his work cut out for him regards to a superstar player, Jason Robertson. As we welcome in here, Stars Digest. My name is Matthew Wagner. As always, be sure to subscribe to Stars Digest. Be sure to leave a comment because I do read a lot of the comments. I do like listening to what you guys have to say about all these takes I give and all these data and everything. I love listening to you guys. So always be sure to leave a comment because I do read them. I do reply to a lot of them. So I said 93% of you guys have subscribed yet. Completely free. No money changes hands. And hey, there's daily updates on the Dallas Stars. So if you want something that's consistent content, this is where you're going to find it. So also I talked about getting 100 subscribers. We have 174. Oh my God. That is insane. I never thought I would even get to someone that's just starting out, being small. I never thought I would get to this point. I thank you so much for subscribing. That's why we want you to subscribe, right? So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Obviously, the Stars are looking for more grit. Jim Nill touched on this 5-on-5. He talked about how I don't think we got to the hard areas quick enough and hard enough. It's hard to score in these tight games. Well, guess who can do that, Jim? A guy by the name of Meathead Brady Tkachuk. And I know you guys talk about, well, Matthew, he doesn't know anything. He can't, he's a meathead. He doesn't know anything. He's terrible. Why would we bring him in? Well, maybe because, yes, he's a meathead. Yes, he's a crazy player. But look at what he can do. 59 points in 60 games played. If you look at 82 games played, that's 81 points. Right? Time on ice is low. So he could have had more points had his time on ice increased. So he played a lower level. And I think the reasoning why this trade, 1-for-1 Robertson for Tkachuk could work is because Brady in his mind is probably thinking, hey, my brother was in a Canadian market, got traded to an American market. Look at this. He's thriving. He won 2 Stanley Cups. I can do the same thing. Now, I know they talk about it all the time on their podcast, but Brady's not going to tell you how he really feels about Ottawa or possibly moving from there. I know he's denied it hundreds of times, but how many times have we seen players deny, hey, I'm not going there. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, and they end up either getting traded, requesting a trade, getting signed, or just leaving their team straight up. We've seen that multiple instances in the NHL where players have done this. So if you compare him to Jason Robertson's stats, though, 59 points, to Jason Robertson's 96 points, well, you're getting into that gray area, or you're getting lesser value for the player of getting. They're both the same age. They're both 26 years old. Robertson obviously was a bit of a power play merchant at times for the Dallas Stars in terms of on the regular season and especially in the playoffs. As you will take a look at Jason Robertson's playoff stats here, so we'll pull those up. He struggled 5-on-5. Power play, obviously merchant. 8 points, 5 of them were on the power play. If you take away his 5 power play points, he's left with 3 points in 6 games. Kind of tough there. And a -2. And his time on ice was heavily influenced there. 23 minutes roughly of ice time. 30 shots took about, which ranked the fourth highest in the playoffs at that time. Also ranked 6th in power play points, 5th in goals with 5. Yeah, Robertson, obviously, from these metrics, looks like the better player. But again, remember back to what Jim Nill said, we're not getting to the dirty areas hard enough. That's something Brady Tkachuk could do. He's known for that. Look what he did in the Olympics. His line was so effective because he was throwing himself into the boards, nailing guys, hitting them as hard as he could, and getting the puck loose, chipping it to a guy, goal. Now, I know what you're going to say. I know what the argument is going to be here from Stars fans. He did sweet nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing in the playoffs. And yeah, you could say that. He did nothing. Even and you look at the games he played, he had 0 everything. He had 11 shots, but 0 everything. It's almost as if he did not show up, right? If you look at this, right? So time on ice, 21-30. So roughly a little bit less than Robertson, not by much, -4. So, but I would say the counter to that is Tkachuk didn't have a guy like Mikko Rantanen, didn't have a guy like Wyatt Johnston, right? Didn't have a Matt Duchene. So if you put him in this environment, I truly think Brady Tkachuk thrives. Not only does he thrive, but he elevates the team in ways that I don't think Jamie Benn can, because he's a vocal leader. He's an emotional leader. He's going to stand up for his teammates. He's going to be there. He's going to elevate the play of everyone else because they're going to see, hey, this guy's throwing his body around. He really cares about this. Not to say that Rantanen or Johnson or Ben don't care, but we just haven't seen the same fire and passion that you'd get from somebody like Brady Tkachuk. So I think truly that bringing him in could be very beneficial, and the Senators would do it because they get to bring in an absolute superstar winger and Jason Robertson, and then they can build upon that, right? They can build off Jason Robertson because they give him the contract he wants, and to kind of build upon this, so to speak. Nill also talked about how disappointed he was in his team, especially during his initial press conference with them, and he had stated, he's disappointed after one of the most difficult seasons he's been a part of. So it felt Minnesota got to their game quicker than the Stars did. Disappointed is the word he's used over and over again. So, why does this work for the Dallas Stars? Well, Brady Tkachuk, his contract is very feasible for what the Dallas Stars are getting themselves into in terms of the cap situation. You look at what Robertson's reportedly asking, $12 to $13 million. You're paying for that premium price. You're paying for that luxury Bugatti, but it kind of breaks down a lot, right? It's only effective in certain times of the game and times of the season. But you bring in Brady Tkachuk, who's dealt with some injuries, yes, but he is the guy that is the energy guy, the guy that can throw his body around, the guy that can really make an impact on this team if given the chance. So I'll bring you into our main stage here. I'm going to leave you with one thing before I show you that. We're gonna get to that here in a second. Just because I want to leave you with it just so you can see it. So, what do you guys think? Truly, I want to know what you think. Do you think this trade is beneficial for the Dallas Stars because they bring in the grit and the grime and the power and the physicality, but they don't bring a lot of playoff points? Or do you just say this is complete bogus, Matthew? There's no way the Dallas Stars would do this. It doesn't even make sense, right? 96 points, you gotta sign your franchise player. I want to hear what you guys think about this, and truly, just because I think it really encapsulates what the Stars, where their mindset is, right? And like I said, we're gonna go back to the Brady Tkachuk, what he was thinking, right? His brother left a Canadian hockey market, went to an American hockey market, won 2 Stanley Cups back to back. So Brady's probably thinking, hey, I could do the same thing. If given the chance, I think he can have that motivation to go, I want to be like Matthew. I want to win those 2 Stanley Cups. I want to win, right? And I don't think it's going to happen in Ottawa. So bring him here to Dallas where he can be a winner and really show what he's capable of in a full capacity role with superstars like Mikko Rantanen, like Wyatt Johnston. So as I said, I'm going to leave you with something. We're going to leave you with this. Brady Tkachuk in a Dallas Stars jersey. I want to know what you guys think about this. Because I'm truly interested in this. Doesn't look too bad in Dallas Stars jersey, I don't think. But that is all here for Stars Digest. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, go Stars. And we'll see you guys in the next one.